Did you know that nearly 1 in 3 people who join a new workplace start feeling disengaged in the first 90 days? Not because the work is too hard, not because they're incapable, but because they never quite settle in socially. Harvard Business Review talks about this often. How the biggest reason people mentally check out early isn't workload. It's that quiet feeling of, I don't think I belong here yet. And most people don't realize that's what's happening to them. Sometimes they think, maybe I'm not confident enough. Maybe I said something wrong. Maybe this place isn't just for me. But usually, it's the newness. Because human brain hates unfamiliar territory. The moment you enter a new office, new college, new home, your brain goes into a scanning mode. Not because you're weak, because you're human. You start reading the room, who sits where, who talks to whom, who jokes freely, who stays quiet. And when you're observing everyone else, it feels like everyone else is also observing you. They're like invisible CCTV cameras following your every move. I'm not saying people don't judge, they do judge, sometimes softly, sometimes loudly, and sometimes without even knowing they're doing it. So, today we are not talking about confidence hacks. We are not talking about changing your personality or forcing you to be louder. Today, I want to share 3 very simple, science backed, very human ways to settle into any new environment without losing your confidence, your identity, or your peace. Hey everyone, welcome back to Communicate 101 Speaking Writing Tips, the podcast where we talk about how to say what you mean without overthinking it at work, at home, and in those everyday moments when something new crops up. I'm your host Sarika Singh, and every week here we break down communication the way it actually shows up in real life. They're awkward conversations, unspoken rules, tiny habits that change how people see you, and the simple shifts that make you feel a little more confident and a lot more understood. Today's episode is for anyone who's stepping into something new. Let's get going. So, when you're new, your instinct is usually one of the two things. Either you disappear, hoping that no one notices you, or you overperform, hoping everyone remembers you. Both of these are exhausting. What actually works is a predictable presence. Psychologists call this mere exposure effect. The more often people see you without negative experiences, the safer you feel to their brain. I once coached a young professional who joined a large consulting firm. Brilliant CV, sharp mind. But after 2 weeks, she came back and she said, Sarika, I feel invisible. When we look closely, we realize something very small. You know how she used to go into the office? She'd walk in, go straight to her desk, put her headphones put her headphones on, and disappear. Not rude, just unknown. So we changed one thing for 3 days. She started saying, Morning, same tone, same smile every day to everyone that she met. By day 4, someone asked her to join lunch. That's how familiarity works. Malcolm Gladwell explained in his Atomic Habits that trust often begins not with brilliance but with repeated low effort presence. You don't need to impress, you just need to show up. Just say that hi, just smile lightly, just one small conversation a day, one safe detail. Maybe you just say something like, I just moved here, I'm still figuring this out. Because in a new place, every small visible action is a vote for I belong here. So until you announce that I belong here efficiently and consistently, no one will hear you. Okay, let me make you do a simple little exercise. We all go to some or the other social gathering. So, your next party that you go to, especially the one where you barely know a soul, try this strategy. Say hi to somebody unfamiliar, smile gently, strike just one small conversation, maybe a genuine compliment. I really admire the way you're carrying your sari. Just something as small as that. See what happens. Don't forget to tag me on your party photo. My Insta is Communicate101 and I share lots of strategies on my Insta, all intended to make you communicate better and better. I hope you enjoyed the learning. Coming up is the next strategy in the next segment. Every place has an invisible rhythm. There are some offices which are loud and fast, some are quiet and thoughtful. Likewise, some families joke openly, but others, they are quiet and they value restraint. Neither is right or wrong. Problems start when we mismatch the rhythm. I once walked into a workplace where meetings were calm and structured. But I came with my own enthusiasm, my usual style. People didn't react much. Later, in one of those breakout rooms, someone told me, "We liked what you said. We just needed more time to process it." Oh my God, that moment was a relief. They weren't rejecting me, they were actually protecting their rhythm. So, I didn't waste any time. I adjusted just a little. I reduced my pace, I added more pauses. Scientifically, this is called soft mirroring, like you mirror somebody gently. Think of it like this. You're going to a new playground. There are some kids who are shouting, running, very loud, and some are sitting quietly and building something. Now, imagine you want to make friends with those kids and you do one of the two things. Option 1, you copy exactly what they're doing, same game, same words, same tone. Feels a little fake, right? Because you're pretending. Let's look at option 2. You ignore everyone, you play your own game your way. But that's rude. How will they become friends with you? Because you're showing like you don't care. So the smart thing is the middle. You watch first, you notice how they play, and then you join just a little. You don't become them, but you don't fight them. You try to match them a little bit. And that's the little bit which the brain likes. Because when we adjust that small amount, not fully, not zero, people feel safe around us. And their brain thinks, oh, this person understands how things work here. So, that's when your real personality has room to show up. Not forced, not rushed, just naturally. If new places make you feel awkward, if making friends feels harder than it should, if you're tired of those self-help books that sound good but don't tell you exactly what to do, and somewhere along the way your confidence has taken a hit, and you've started telling yourself, maybe I'm not just a people's person. Let me tell you, we are all social by design. Confidence isn't a personality trait, it's a skill. And like any skill, it can be learned with the right amount of right kind of guidance. Please don't let a few uncomfortable experiences convince you to dim your light. If this speaks to you, DM me directly on my Insta, which is Communicate101. I'll share when and how you can join a practical step-by-step masterclass where we work on becoming the most confident version of yourself. Because it's powerful, it's magical, and it's transforming. You don't need to change who you are. You just need the right support to bring you forward. Let's hear what the third and most powerful strategy today is, coming up in the next segment. Now, this strategy changes everything. When you go to a new place, new school, new class, new playground, your first thought is usually, I need to make lots of friends and fast. Because your heart thinks, if many people like me, I'll be safe. But you don't need many friends. You need one steady person. Think of it like this. Imagine you're taken to a new swimming pool. The water looks deep, you don't know where it's slippery, you don't know where it's safe to stand. Would you rather try and hold 10 children at once? Or would you hold the hand of one child who already knows how to swim there? That one child is your anchor. An anchor is not the noisiest child usually. He's not the funniest. He's not the one showing off. An anchor is usually the calm one. The one who knows where things are kept. He knows the rules, even the unspoken ones. And he helps quietly without saying, see what I did? They don't talk all the time. But when they do, others listen. That's how you know. Try to find this person in the new place. But don't cling to them. Just spend a little time with them. 10 minutes, maybe once a week. And you ask small, polite questions like, is it okay if I do this? How do people usually do it here? Your brain actually does this naturally. Psychologists call it social referencing. Put in simple words, it means when I'm not sure, I look at someone calm to understand what to do. Even babies do this. When they see something new, they first look at the parent's face. If the parent looks calm, the baby relaxes. Same rule applies here. When you have that one anchor, who's difficult to find, but that's what you have to do, you stop guessing all the time. Your mind feels less tired and you make fewer mistakes. And then slowly, you're okay on your own. So if you're terrified because you're going somewhere new, remember this. You don't have to be the loudest, you don't have to be the smartest, and you don't have to impress anyone. Just be easy to recognize, say hello, smile, and show up again tomorrow. Be observant, watch how things work there. Maybe copy a little, not everything. Just enough to be polite, and don't try to hold too many hands at once. Just one safe hand. Remember that anchor. If people look at you strangely, it's okay. They don't know you yet. Give them time. But most importantly, give yourself time. You're not behind. You're not wrong. You're just new. Hope this information helps. This is Sarika Singh signing off from Communicate 101. If this helped you, share it with someone who's starting something new. I'll see you in the next episode. And by the way, in the next episode, we are talking about something which Prachi from Mangalore really wanted me to do an episode on. Prachi is a 26-year-old leading a team of 12, and most people in her team are 20 years older to her. When she connected with me, she was terrified. We worked together for a month and it helped her so much that she was after me. She wanted me to share some of what really helped her. So you sure don't want to miss the next episode. Hit the follow button if you've not done already. See you. Thank you for listening to this episode of Communicate 101 Speaking Writing Tips with Sarika Singh. If you want to be notified of upcoming episodes, be sure to hit the subscribe button and follow the podcast. I'll be back to share more stories, more life experiences, and more communication tips every Friday. If you want to reach me or connect with me, just put your comments in the comment box below or mail me at info@sarikasingh.in. I know you're going to rate and review this podcast, so a big thank you in advance. Stay tuned and think about what we talked today.